Boy, what a half from the field they're having. They're going to extend that lead if they stay this high.
Yeah, they've taken it up a notch, Clark, looking very confident right now.
Here's T. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. On the wing, Irving. He's covered by Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. That one on Thompson. The East All-Stars have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. The first one falls. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Paul Millsap's checked in for Gasol. Jimmy Butler comes in for Anthony. And it's Korver in for Jeff Teague. Curry kicks to Thompson. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Korver. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Harden dishes to Nowitzki. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Here's Bosch. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. This is his first free throw of the game. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Nowitzki. Durant comes in for Thompson. Russell Westbrook's checked in for James Harden. And Chris Paul subbed in for Steph Curry. And Paul gets it to go in.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
And taken away by Paul. And now Paul pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even. Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
Al Horford is checked in for the East. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Duncan's checked in. But they'll get another chance. The shot by Irving. Good on the 13-footer. Irving's got 6 here in this quarter.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Count the bucket.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
And taken away by Paul. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. The West All-Stars have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game.
You know, Paul is playing really well. He has 12 points, and the steals are starting to pile up for him also.
And Clark, he's really gotten into their heads because of it. I mean, guys are on the lookout for him, always worrying about where he is.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Lowry's checked in. And West also making a switch. Damian Lillard's checked in for Chris Paul.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. That's a good strategy when you're on top.
And the dunk by Westbrook.
And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Well, he's a guy that you know can hurt you with his passing, and right there, he does some damage with his finishing, too. Boy, you got to love it. The picture-perfect alley-oop.
A little surprise, though, Clark. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same.
Counts for 2.
Yeah, it does. Almost makes it a little more special, though, when you can have a little bit of grace as opposed to just the full Monty with the power.
Good if it goes. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. West All-Stars out in front. They lead by 6. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The fourth quarter of action getting started.
Yes, sir.
LeBron James is up there with Anthony. Then there's Horford. Then there's Lowry. And it's Wall in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. The stupendous finish in traffic.
They have got to put a body on him, because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Greg, those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Pau Gasol is checked in for Al Horford. The drive by Thompson.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is. Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
And at this stage of a tight game, the tired legs really start to show. A defense becomes vulnerable if you can continue to pound it inside.
Now Curry. After the missed 3 by Carmelo. And the jam by Dirk Nowitzki.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the West All-Stars.
And you really can't help but notice all the points they've continued to get off turnovers.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, you might as well make those adjustments right away.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
And now here comes Wall leading the break. And Lowry gets it to go.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
Now here's James. Dirk Nowitzki unable to get his shot to go. It's LeBron with the drive. The turnaround jumper. Can't get it to go. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Harden with it. Lowry picks him up. Lowry against Harden. Drops in the layup for 2. Harden's got the lead up to 12 now for the West All-Stars.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Now here's LeBron. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Now Wall. After the missed 3 from Stephen Curry. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. It's stolen by Anthony. On the wing, James. And he goes in for the dunk.
Man, that is a great move off the baseline and a big-time play at the basket.
Fantastic reverse. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight-up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material. Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence. You know, with all the shots they've knocked down here in the second half, their field goal percentage has crossed the 50% mark.
Yeah, and any team will take that excellent in terms of their efficiency.
Just 5 to shoot. Uses the glass to finish the layup. LeBron's got 12 points here in the second half.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
And Thompson sends it back. Harden against LeBron. It's Harden with the drive. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Paul Gasol.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line in this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship.
Chris Paul, he's checked in for the West.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the West All-Stars.
Steve, I agree. You know, I think the attitude was very impressive. And Clark, you had talked about this before the game. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. They put a tremendous performance in terms of effort and intensity, and they deserve to win this one.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was for Harden. You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Al Horford's checked in for the East. Korver comes in for John Wall. Then for the West All-Stars, Duncan, he's checked in for Nowitzki. Durant comes in for Klay Thompson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for James Harden. And so Paul nails both of them. Now the East All-Stars with it. 17-point game. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Anthony. .30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's sent back by Horford. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's good from Anthony.
At the line for your East All-Stars.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And the West All-Stars have possession. Westbrook wide open. He fires. And the miss, not the best shot selection there. James outside. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.